Today's video was brought to you by Aniba.com. Aniba.com is a digital marketplace with over 20,000 digital products. With an ever-expanding library, it's the go-to point for all your gaming needs. Aniba will bring you the hottest deals in the market on titles new or old, and with an excellent Trustpilot score, you can buy with confidence. So whether you play on Nintendo, PlayStation, Xbox or PC, you're sure to find something that suits your needs. Navigation of the website is very easy. Search via operating system, game genre and region. You can also create your own wish list and grab those deals at a later time. Aniba is here to help with product activation, payment, product delivery and other issues should the need arise with their 24/7 live support. So save some money and grab a great deal with Aniba.com. Welcome back to the channel, guys. Today I'll be playing some Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth. This time I'll be using the RTX 5080 with the DLSS4 mod, because it doesn't support the game natively. It may have been updated by now, I'm not too sure. But let's go through the in-game settings that I'm using. So, in terms of graphics, I'm playing at a resolution of 3840 by 2160, but the game only allows you to play in borderless full screen or window mode. So if that is the case, make sure you've got your window set to the resolution you wish to play at. Maximum frame rate on this game is 120 FPS. The game allows you to use variable refresh rate or VSync. Variable refresh rate seems to smoothen out some of those frame spikes a bit more, so that's why I use it. Now the game really doesn't have much in the way of settings. I've set everything to high where highest, or ultra where highest. But because I'm using DLSS as the anti-aliasing mode, you do need to have dynamic scaling on, so essentially it will use whatever percentage as the quality level. So I've gone with 50% as the minimum, because DLSS4 looks so well in the image quality department. There's no need to really push things too high. It looks so good even at low resolution. So I'm gonna leave it at 50% at the minimum. Hopefully that can unlock 120, or at least most of the time. So I'm still in the early stages of the game. Got to try and find the Chocobo Ranch now, because we need to get across that swamp. We can't do it by foot. Well, Rebirth definitely is a better looking game than the original one. It's definitely more open as well, so I've enjoyed the improvements they've made. I just wish it didn't have so many frame spikes, but that's just Unreal Engine for you. Okay, so we've got to be heading to this farm, this ranch. So it's up there this way. Okay, let's follow this path. We've got some enemies down here, may as well take them out.
No turning back.
Not as soon as we can use. Let's try some magic.
Need a light. Get ready. Shit.
Okay, one down. Now that's to do with this bird thing. I think it was pretty tough. Everything looks nice and sharp though. Still a lot of frame spikes. This thing about the Unreal Engine, it does cache, so the more animations or moves you've used for the first time, they'll be smoother the next time you use them. So hopefully, the longer I play, the better the experience will be. Did lose quite a bit of health there actually. I should heal up. And red 13 as well. Okay, the ranch is around here somewhere. Could rest up, but then it will just respawn all the enemies, so I'm not going to do that. You can still see some GPU limited scenario going on here. 9800X3D, you can't quite lock 100% GPU utilization, so I'm not too sure what's going on there. Okay, I think we found a ranch now. You'll see some screen tearing. I'm not too sure if you guys are picking it up on a recording, but I can visibly see that, which is due to probably the locked 120. Maybe if you lock it at 119, it might not do that. Out of MP, could have really used them ever. He's calling a summon. Nice work, people. So not using much VRAM, only 9.7, so I always keep an eye on these things because obviously I've got 16 gigabytes to play with. I play at 4K, so it's always in the back of my mind when you're maxing games out on the textures, but 16 gigabyte is not too bad, and there are games that will encroach on that, but not too many. Completely missed that move.
Go on.
It's on now.
Okay, are we going the right way? Get yourself turned around. This is the way we're meant to be going. This card is so efficient that I'm only drawing 295 volt. I'm so not used to that. With my RTX 4090, I was regularly drawing 430 or higher.
Pleasure to see you all again, and welcome to my humble ranch.
Managed to get your truck fixed?
Indeed I did. You must have been my lucky charms. She started up right after you left. Anywho, what can I do you for? You in the market for some fine-feathered friends by any chance?
Are we ever? Need him to get through the swamplands.
Then you have come to the right place. Back in the day, we had Republic ferries to get us from A to B, but now they're nothing but driftwood, sadly. We got the next best thing, though, chocobos. To them, a bottomless bog's no worse than a kiddie pool. Now, ladies, you're probably wondering, what gives these birds the power to glide across swamps with ease? Would you believe that their fluffy feathers give them the buoyancy to float, while their limber legs can outrun a motorboat? Not even the dreaded Midgard Sormer, one of the fastest fiends around, can keep up with them.
Wow.
But you don't need convincing. You just need pointing to a hard-working chocobo. Nature's two-legged limousine.
So, can we rent some?
Sure can. My grandson Billy's in the stable over yonder. He'll help you out.
Okay, let's go and get ourselves some chocobos. I used to love, on the original game, breeding the golden chocobo. So you had to breed like a green one, then a blue one, and then you make the green and blue, you'd make the black, and then you had to go and find a Korobo nut with a black chocobo and a regular yellow chocobo, but it had to be like a wonderful class. So like a rare normal one, and then you use the Korobo nut and then you'll get golden chocobo, and then you could get Knights of the Round, which was like one of the rarest summons in the game. So hopefully they'll put something just as exciting in this game.
Howdy! It's on the side. Need some chocobos to cross the swamp.
Sorry, Pops, but you're out of luck.
Pops.
Got no more birds. Last one went this morning.
Could have fooled me, kid.
These are spoken for. That or they're not fit for riding. But I can see you're in a bind, so I'll bump you up the list. For a price, of course.
Which is?
10 grand each.
The thing is, we don't have that kind of money. Or any, really.
Well, there is one other option. Only cost you $1,000. Is what a scoundrel might say. But I wouldn't dream of distressing y'all further. Just so happens one of our birds ran off the other day. Wild thing, but still a fine chocobo. If you can manage to find and catch him, then he's yours, free of charge.
You sure?
Yeah, why not? Name's Pico, the hardest-headed bird you'll ever meet, by far. And he's the spitting image of Pops here. You can start by looking for his tracks. Find those, and you're sure to find the feet that made him. Now, wild chocobos can be a bit skittish around people. But if you play it cool and creep up real quiet-like, you'll wrangle them no problem.
I think we can do that. Thanks.
And one last thing. This info comes free of charge, provided you promise to stop by our shop. Speak to Chloe back there. She'll sell you whatever you need.
Kid's a born businessman.
If y'all can catch our runaway and get his butt back here, riding and rearing lessons are on me.
Well, the good thing is the cutscenes are where it's actually most demanding, and it seems to hold 120 for the most part. There are a few frame spikes here and there that bring it down to about 118, but nothing that I can't accept, because I know that's just the engine doing its thing. Okay, got the timeless rod, so this is something for Aerith. Let's see now. Okay, we'll sort out a material a bit later, but just want to speak to the sister, see what she can sell me.
Sorry about my brother. All he thinks about is money. He's just doing his job. We understand. I suppose, but he's been a real pain about it ever since our parents left. Say, are you guys from Midgar? Yeah, the Undercity. Then do you happen to know Chocobo Sam? Not very well, but yeah, I guess we do. Where is he?
Probably the Sector 6 slums. He's a big deal in Walt.
Why do you ask? I was thinking about reaching out. It's his fault Mom and Dad are gone, so...
Chloe, that's none of these good folks' business.
But they could help.
Don't tell anyone what she told you. Sam's one of the biggest names in the business. If he gets wind of that story, our ranch is done for.
Don't worry, your secret's safe with us. I promise. Oh, take these greens. You can give them to Pico when you find him. They were always his favorite treat, you see. Maybe he'll come back once he's had a taste. Right. Should probably sell you stuff, huh? Billy will throw a fit if I don't at least try to get you to spend a few gil. No pressure, but if anything catches your eye... Also, if you have any golden plumes on you, I can exchange them for chocobo gear. So be sure to hand them over if you do.
Okay, we're good.
I hope Pico doesn't give you all too much trouble.
Let's go and find this Pico.
All right, Pico. Where'd you run off to?
You mean Pico? Let's go for some traps.
Okay, let's try path behind us. See if we can find this chocobo. Gotta look for these tracks though. Stagger it, and we can really put some damage on it.
Moving on then.
Right, I just need to go to all this unexplored territory. I don't see any chocobo tracks around here though.